In cities of steel that never sleep, a silent army assembles our windows to the world. It is a scale of production so vast that one of every three televisions sold on the planet can trace its origins back to this single nation. Here, an immense population has been marshaled into a workforce that fuels colossal assembly lines, humming with activity day and night. Behind these factory walls lies a hidden world of meticulous engineering, a place where vast sheets of glass thinner than paper are handled with impossible care. Within this ecosystem of precision, light-emitting diodes smaller than grains of rice are set alongside millions of microscopic circuits. Each component is integrated with flawless accuracy, all converging to create the sleek and powerful entertainment machines that define modern life. Now we journey inside one of the country's largest television factories to see firsthand how this nation ascended to become a true powerhouse of global technology. In the glow of over 200 million new screens each year, a quiet battle for dominance unfolds. It's a conflict not just of factories, but of fundamentally different philosophies. Behind the blur of immense assembly lines and astonishing production speeds lies a calculated strategy, one built on the foundation of abundant, low-cost labor. For decades, the process was one of patient observation, meticulous imitation, and then clever enhancement of Western technology. The final step was to unleash these refined designs into mass production, achieving a scale and cost that was previously unimaginable. This very approach explains why, in a global market that consumes more than 231.2 million color televisions annually, a full one-third bear a Chinese label. The formula is simple: faster, cheaper, yet reliable enough to find a home in countless living rooms. Meanwhile, in the United States, a different path was forged. Here, electronics giants funnel their resources into research and innovation, painstakingly building premium brands. American products typically command a higher price, engineered to deliver exceptional durability and a unique user experience, rather than sheer volume. These two developmental roads appear to diverge, yet it is this very contrast that has sculpted the modern global landscape, leaving one to wonder which approach will ultimately define the future of electronics. It flickered to life in shades of gray, a humble box destined to reshape the world. The mid-20th century introduced the first black and white televisions, but it was the 1960s that ignited a revolution, splashing the screen with vibrant color and transforming the medium forever. By the 1990s, a new era began with the arrival of flat screens, sleek designs that elevated the television to the centerpiece of the living room. Then, in the early 2000s, LED technology emerged, creating displays that were thinner, more efficient, and sharper than ever imagined. But the true turning point arrived with the Smart TV. This slim device was no longer just a passive screen for broadcasts. It was a gateway to the internet, a portal for apps, and the new heart of family entertainment. Today, with 4K and even 8K resolution encased in ultra-slim frames, the television has become a constant presence, glowing in hundreds of millions of homes across the globe. Before a single circuit is wired, the television already exists, not as a physical object, but as a ghost in the machine. Here in China, the journey begins with an obsessive focus on market research, where every consumer trend is meticulously gathered and dissected. This vast ocean of information reveals a world of contrasts. The sprawling living rooms of American homes demand massive screens for a true theater-like experience. Yet in Asia's densely packed cities, smaller apartments drive a preference for compact designs that conserve space without sacrificing features. These subtle differences dictate every decision, from screen size in 4K or 8K resolution to the seamless integration of voice control in smart home systems. Millions of data points drawn from online surveys, customer feedback, and retail analytics become the bedrock for the engineers. From this foundation, they draft intricate blueprints and construct detailed three-dimensional models. Only then, with the design perfected in the digital realm, is it ready for the giant industrial lines where an idea is finally forged into reality. It is a world built from glass and light, yet it begins in a place where the air itself is a guarded secret. Within these immense clean rooms, humidity and dust are meticulously controlled, as even a single stray particle could condemn a panel worth hundreds of dollars to failure. The process commences as two impossibly thin sheets of glass, polished to a flawless finish, are guided onto the assembly line. They are pressed together, forming a delicate sandwich around a shimmering layer of liquid crystal. The very element that will command each pixel to glow or shift its hue in response to electrical commands. On the surface of the first glass sheet, a sprawling metropolis of microscopic transistors is etched with breathtaking precision. Each one of these millions of components acts as a tiny, independent switch, governing the flow of light. Meanwhile, the second sheet is coated with a precise mosaic of red, green, and blue color filters, the primary hues that will blend to paint every conceivable shade and bring the final image to life. To ensure every beam of light travels along its intended path, polarizing films are carefully bonded to both the front and back of the assembly. With all layers now fused in perfect harmony, the lightweight liquid crystal display panel is complete. It is a unified canvas of millions of synchronized pixels, poised to become a gateway to the visual world. Behind the glass, a hidden sun is waiting to be born. The liquid crystal panel itself is inert, a dark canvas unable to create light on its own. Its millions of tiny pixels would remain forever unseen without a crucial partner working in the shadows, the LED backlight. This intricate system, nestled just behind the screen, is the engine that breathes life into the panel, transforming it into a vibrant tapestry of moving images. Along the sprawling assembly lines, skilled hands perform a delicate operation. Technicians meticulously mount strips of light-emitting diodes along the frame's perimeter, their placement critical for ensuring a perfectly even glow across every inch of the display. Each diode is remarkably tiny, scarcely larger than a grain of rice, yet collectively they possess the power to flood the entire panel with brilliant light. They are soldered permanently onto a sheet of aluminum, a clever design that also serves as a heat sink, drawing away warmth to keep the lights cool through countless hours of use. But once secured, the raw light they produce is still too harsh and uneven for a clear picture. To correct this, the intense beams must first pass through a transparent sheet of plexiglass. This layer diffuses and scatters the light, smoothing out any hot spots or shadows. The refinement continues as layers of optical films are carefully stacked on top, each one fine-tuning the brightness and balancing the colors until the final glow appears uniform and natural. When the backlight is finally married to the LCD panel, the transformation is complete. What was once a lifeless sandwich of glass and liquid crystal now has the power to display brilliant, moving pictures. At this stage, the visual heart of the television is finally ready, its screen prepared to open a window into entire worlds. A canvas of light without a voice, a screen that can see but cannot speak. For the television to awaken, it needs a mind and a nervous system. The task of breathing life into it falls to the electronic circuit boards, the device's very heart and brain. Within these intricate pathways, billions of signals will soon be processed, transforming silent light into a symphony of sight and sound. Along the assembly line, technicians form long rows, each performing a single precise function. With deft, steady movements, they populate the bare circuit boards with a universe of tiny components. Transistors, capacitors, resistors, and processors are set in place alongside countless connectors. Every piece acts as a microscopic tile in a vast mosaic of control. This network will soon dictate the flow of images, the delivery of audio, and the immediate response to a remote's command. Once populated, the board glides through a shimmering bath of molten solder. This process forges bright, even joints, creating connections strong enough to ensure a stable flow of power without breaks or short circuits. But even with automation, the human eye remains indispensable. Workers gaze through powerful magnifying lenses, meticulously scanning every pathway for the slightest imperfection. A single flawed connection here could render the entire system lifeless. After passing a rigorous inspection, the board is secured to the television's frame with small screws. Flat ribbon-like cables are then used to link it directly to the LCD screen and its backlight, weaving everything into one seamless network. On the main board, gateways to the outside world appear as HDMI, USB, and LAN ports are installed. At last, the screen, the backlight and the circuitry are united, transforming a lifeless assembly of glass and plastic into an intelligent machine ready to turn silence into a vibrant hub of entertainment. A fragile heart of glass and light now needs its armor. Though its internal components are perfectly aligned, the television remains exposed, a delicate structure awaiting its final protective layer. This crucial shield is forged to guard the inner workings from impacts, dust, and the stresses of transport. In the high-pressure molding area, plastic is shaped with incredible accuracy, forming the front cover, side bezels, and back panel. Each piece is engineered to be strong enough to protect, yet light enough for workers to move with ease. As these parts converge at the final assembly stage, precision becomes paramount. Every component is carefully positioned and adjusted down to the smallest fraction, ensuring it locks seamlessly around the circuits in the fragile display. An intricate system of screws, clips, and thermal welds then fuses these separate elements into one solid unit. Even the slightest misalignment, a mere few millimeters, could create uneven pressure on the screen, causing it to warp or even crack. This is why every motion here is measured, deliberate, and exact. As the outer shell closes around the core, the transformation is complete. What was once a vulnerable collection of glass and wires is now encased in a sturdy body, ready for the challenges of daily use. The television no longer resembles a work in progress. It now appears whole, polished, and finished. This protective frame does more than complete the look. It guarantees the technology within can perform at its very best for years to come. It gleams under the factory lights, a seemingly finished marvel. Yet before this television can be certified for the world, it must first endure a gauntlet of unforgiving trials. The ordeal begins where the user experience is defined, the image itself. Unblinking, ultra-high-resolution cameras and sensitive optical sensors scan the entire screen, hunting for the tiniest flaw. They seek out dead pixels, those minute points of permanent darkness or light that can shatter the illusion of a perfect picture. The system then measures the consistency of brightness across the surface, spotting any areas that glow too intensely, appear too dim, or suffer from unwanted light bleed. Next, a cascade of color washes over the display. Gradient scales, standard color charts, and fast-moving video sequences push the panel to its limits, assessing how faithfully it reproduces tones and how smoothly it handles transitions. Every detail, from the most vivid reds to the deepest blues, is meticulously scrutinized because even the slightest deviation can diminish the entire viewing experience. From the silent dance of light, the focus shifts to sound. The speakers and signal paths are subjected to a wide spectrum of frequencies, from deep, resonant bass to sharp, crystalline treble. They are run for extended periods to ensure the audio remains clear, completely free of distortion or buzzing. Specialized microphones capture every note, comparing the output against exacting technical standards, guaranteeing that every channel performs flawlessly. Simultaneously, the television's electronic heart undergoes a thorough examination. Engineers armed with industrial magnifiers and advanced instruments probe the circuitry, checking solder joints, signal pathways, and component performance. They work to eliminate any risk of short circuits or broken lines, ensuring every part operates well within its limits. Here, absolute precision is not a goal, but a strict requirement. Finally, the tests of endurance commence. The television is powered on and off thousands of times, then placed inside chambers that simulate punishing extremes of temperature and humidity. It is even subjected to powerful vibrations, mimicking the stresses of a long and turbulent journey. Only after surviving every one of these challenges does the television earn its seal of certification, a final proof that it is ready to leave the factory floor. A silent screen, a dormant circuit board. It has passed every physical test, yet it remains a lifeless object waiting for the spark of intelligence. The final transformation from inert hardware to a truly smart device happens here, as its digital soul is carefully loaded onto the circuits. Technicians connect each unit to specialized computers, which begin the delicate process of installing the core operating system and a suite of essential applications. This digital brain is what allows the television to do more than just display an image or produce sound. It is the key that unlocks the internet, opens gateways to streaming platforms, and forges connections with other devices throughout the home. With the software now in place, engineers initiate a series of meticulous functional checks. They test the responsiveness of the remote, measure the stability of the Wi-Fi signal, and verify the television's ability to run multiple apps without a flicker of hesitation. The user interface itself is inspected for speed and clarity, ensuring every interaction feels fluid and intuitive. Only when every feature works in perfect harmony, from connectivity to navigation, can it finally earn the name Smart TV, a complete entertainment hub ready for the final journey to homes around the world. Its journey through the factory is over, but its story is just beginning. Now the finished television is prepared for the outside world, ready to be sent to households across the continents. Each unit is carefully cradled within molded foam frames, its corners secured against the vibrations of the long road ahead. The television's body is then shrouded in anti-static bags in a protective plastic film, a final defense to keep its surface pristine and safe from the elements. From there, the sets are sealed inside multi-layered cartons, sturdy containers printed with batch numbers, QR codes, and production dates for precise tracking through the supply chain. Tucked inside with the screen are the remote control, the power cord, and the user manual, ensuring every package arrives complete. These sealed cartons are stacked onto pallets, wrapped tightly in stretch film, and moved into sprawling central warehouses. It is from these hubs that thousands of containers are loaded and dispatched, traveling by truck, ship, and cargo plane to every corner of the globe. By the time a television finally lights up a living room, it represents more than an electronic device. It stands as the product of a vast industrial engine, where hundreds of people, machines, and tightly coordinated processes have worked in unison to perfect every single unit. A silent world of precision lies just behind the glass, where technology and human hands move in perfect sync. Inside these vast facilities, sterile clean rooms give birth to brilliant screens, while microscopic circuit boards are guided by intelligent software. China has harnessed its immense scale and workforce, transforming them into a colossal production engine. This machine delivers hundreds of millions of television sets to homes all across the globe. Yet a fundamental question lingers in the air. In the long run, will sheer speed be enough to maintain this dominance against rivals who build their futures on innovation and powerful branding?